Last month, we introduced you to Albert Jeff Flagg. The Purple Heart recipient served for 25 years in the Army and 20 years as an educator. Though now retired, he continues to educate students at Omaha Burke with his experience in Vietnam.
And he brings history alive.
You're going to smile, not very much. I tell the funny stories. I wanted to show you the toilet paper we got. It's a huge roll. Hold your breath. That's it for a day. I tell the facts. I never found much use for a tank in the jungle. Couldn't get around, so I show them the pictures. I'll tell you guys and gals, I went between 4 and 5 cameras the year I was there. They were destroyed. The C rations. You got that? Maybe twice a day, maybe once a day, probably once a day.
Oh, wow. The school's social studies teachers consider Flagg the greatest Vietnam War primary resource in Omaha. Well, for years, they wanted to thank him for what he's done for them and their students.
In fact, that's how we learned about this story. Teachers had a request, something we were able to make happen with the help of our friends at CBS. It's today's Mission Service.
This is Mission Service, sponsored by Barry Law.
This is the guy who was being briefed.
The date was May 1st, 1970.
I'm the first person in the first vehicle of the first unit of the first organization of the 25th Infantry Division of our brigade to go into Cambodia.
But First Lieutenant Albert Flagg, who goes by Jeff, and his fellow soldiers were not entering Cambodia alone. They were joined by Gary Shepard and CBS News, who were specifically following Flagg.
Number one, we hear you're a good platoon leader. Number two, your wife just had a baby girl, and they're both doing well.
That's right. Flagg found out that same morning that his second daughter was born.
We've all talked about, wouldn't it be great if we could get that film for Jeff? He's never seen it.
And I'm hoping someday I'll be able to get that because it would be good for me to give to my kids and their kids just for generations following so they see, well, this is what Grandpa did.
Well, so just remember it. How about we take a look at it, all right?
Okay. Look at that. What's that?
How do I feel about having this baby? Well, fantastic. One Christmas Day and one May 1st. May Day and Christmas Day, the big time of the year.
Bravo Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Mechanized Infantry, had spent the night on the edge of a dense jungle area believed to be a major communist base camp and possibly the headquarters of the 9th North Vietnamese Division. First Lieutenant Albert Flagg, the leader of 2nd Platoon, has something else on his mind besides today's assault. A few hours before dawn, he learned his wife had given birth to their second daughter.
My wife says that when I'm home this time, maybe we can have a boy.
Lieutenant Flagg's platoon and the rest of the Bravo Company came out of the jungle at the end of the day empty-handed. Once again, Charlie has proved to be elusive. Gary Shepard, CBS News, with the U.S. 25th Infantry Division inside Cambodia.
Wow.
Mission service, mission accomplished.
A little piece of him that was empty that he always talked about. I hope we filled it. That's my hope.
You guys are the greatest.
We asked about when he finally met his second daughter and reunited with his first.
And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I couldn't really interface with my daughter. I got to see both daughters, but they were both asleep. But it was a wonderful thing.
What that must have been like, be away from your wife when your child was born. I can't imagine being more scared. And you're going into the mouth of a cat, so to speak.
In the newspapers daily, there was lists of names of people who were killed every single day. And I know she was frightened every time she'd read the paper.
Did you notice his wife's name on his helmet?
Handsome young man, too.
Oh, yeah, I was then.
The surprises didn't end there.
Yeah, well, I've got something back there for Zach anyway.
2 P-38s, the same ones he used in Vietnam to open his rations 53 years ago, and has students use in his presentations. It took me a minute, but...
Congratulations, you are now a P-38 qualified.
You heard it here first, folks. This time, teaching and leaving an impact on me. Just another day for the colonel.
A man is not judged by how much he loves, how much how he is loved by others, and it's evident in this room. It's evident in this school, in this district. The stink he left, if you want to say it that, in the military we say, hey, Colonel, you left a good stink here. And he did. And I'm proud to know him, and I'm proud to call him my friend.
We need to say thank you. Absolutely. Thank you for what you did, and thank you for what you keep doing.
And welcome home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome home.
I don't know how you made it through that. Oh my
So,
God.
just so awesome. We found out we found the video. I just couldn't wait. You heard right there the welcome home.
Yeah.
It's something that so many Vietnam veterans never received. So Jeff, welcome home. He also gifted me with his U.S. 50-year Vietnam War veteran commemoration pin. And just like I said, just the story was so fun to tell. It was so fun to reveal the video. I'm just so happy for Jeff, everybody involved. And he can't wait to get that video in his presentations, too.
Oh, I know. We'll do it. So well done, Zach. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
Well, if there's a person or topic you think we should cover for mission service, tell us. Email mission.service@3newsnow.com.